Howdy! I know you saw what happened today, huh? Not a victory, not just a victory, but a blowout on Jerry's birthday, by the way. No, I'm not happy about that. I'm not happy about that. My buddy Jerry Jones on his 82nd birthday should deserve something like that. But we'll address that another day. All I can say is, what an ass whipping! What an ass whipping! Awful lot to talk about on First Take tomorrow. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you saw my line, okay? My boost for this week on ESPN Bets. Even that was right. Because we were talking about them Cowboys. They never, ever let me down.
Wow, great trolling done by Stephen A. Smith. That's the Dallas Cowboys for you in a nutshell. This is Sports Guy Talking that you guys are watching and listening to. I am Dustin Tran, your host, as I am here today to talk about Jerry Jones getting embarrassed by the Detroit Lions on his home field. The Dallas Cowboys got demolished in all facets of the game, including offense, defense, and special teams. Even though the Cowboys are 3-3 on the season, it feels as if they have been getting killed at home game after game after game. Before I say anything else though, I want to present you guys with the topic question. So here it is. Should Jerry Jones fire Mike McCarthy? The answer to that question is yes. However, the Dallas Cowboys' problems will not be solved until they get new ownership. It's pretty clear the Dallas Cowboys are never going to win another Super Bowl with Jerry Jones as their owner. Matter of fact, it's pretty obvious that the Dallas Cowboys will never win another NFC Championship game with Jerry Jones as their owner, or the fact that they may not even appear in another NFC Championship game in Jerry Jones' lifetime. Remember, the Dallas Cowboys have not even reached the NFC Championship game since the 1995 NFL season, despite having stacked talent season after season after season. And that is because of poor ownership. They've done a terrible job picking out their head coaches. They don't have a real general manager running the football operations. And of course, they keep making bad investment after bad investment after bad investment. What in the hell was Jerry Jones thinking, giving Dak Prescott $60 million a year? Look, I understand the problems run deeper than Dak Prescott for the Dallas Cowboys, but you cannot get blown out game after game after game and expect me to be okay with paying up Dak Prescott $60 million a year. You look how Dak Prescott played terrible against the Saints. Obviously, he didn't play well against the Ravens as well. Yes, I know he padded up his stats and that he made his stats look a lot better than what it actually was, but if you actually watched the tape, you would have realized Dak Prescott sucked against the Baltimore Ravens until the score was 28-6 Ravens. And then, of course, you look at how the Dallas Cowboys got blown out by 38 points against the Detroit Lions. I understand the Lions offense is really good, but there's no way they should be making Jared Goff look like he's the second coming of Tom Brady with the way he was throwing those dots downfield. And of course, the Lions defense was spectacular. Obviously, we got to hope that Aiden Hutchinson is going to recover from his injury. That was a brutal injury that he suffered in that ball game. But other than that, the Detroit Lions absolutely emasculated the Dallas Cowboys. Jerry Jones has to be looking at himself in the mirror and wondering, why didn't I try to improve the team in the offseason? Especially because of the fact that they needed a running back this upcoming season. And obviously, they didn't even bother trying to address the position. They didn't even bother trying to get Tony Pollard back on the Dallas Cowboys. I understand you don't give running backs second contracts, which, okay, fine. But that means you have to go ahead and go into the draft and replace Tony Pollard with a running back in the draft. Not go sign up a washed up Ezekiel Elliott. Obviously, Ezekiel Elliott should be retired and not playing professional football whatsoever. But of course, when you don't have a real GM, that's the result you're going to get. You're going to get a guy that just wants to bring in old guys from the past. Obviously, Zeke is a big name because he was a great player in 2016. Unfortunately for Jerry Jones, this is a team in 2024, not in 2016. Ezekiel Elliott is not going to help out with that whatsoever. I also want to show you guys the song Stephen A. Smith made years ago. It's about the accident waiting to happen song. I thought it was absolutely hilarious. Roll the film.
Mediocre team and Big D. That's what makes this funny. How about the Cowboys? How about the Cowboys? Some way, somehow, when it counts, just wait. They will let you down. The accident, they will mess it up. Just wait. The accident, they will let you down. Just wait. The accident, the accident, the accident, waiting to happen. It will happen. I'm predicting they're gonna be irrelevant. embarrassment for the last decade and a half. They make me laugh. All the talent that they have is unbelievable, man. Big D, teasing you. This is what they do. Walking through weed, show up on cue. Accident, something will go wrong. The accident of the big Jumbotron. Accident, gotta recognize it's a black cat running around that franchise. Say it with me. Accident, they will mess it up. Just wait. The accident, they will let you down. Just wait. The accident, the accident, the accident, waiting to happen. It will happen. How about the Cowboys?
That is speaking truth right there. That is one of the rare things that I like about Stephen A. Smith. Even though I think Stephen A. Smith is a pathological liar more often than not, and even though I think that he is a son of a bitch, most of the time, Stephen A. Smith is telling the truth about the Dallas Cowboys. His rants about the Dallas Cowboys are absolutely comical, and what he says about the Cowboys are absolute truth. I love everything that he has to say about the Dallas Cowboys more often than not, and how they're basically allergic to prosperity. I say that because the Dallas Cowboys have not reached the NFC Championship game since the 1995 NFL season, and there has only been one common denominator throughout that stretch. It's Jerry Jones. They've changed coaches, they've changed players, they've changed things year after year after year, and it's still the same result all the time. The Dallas Cowboys are consistently mediocre all the time, and it seems like they're not going to reach the NFL playoffs this season just because of the fact that their remaining schedule is absolutely brutal, and because of the fact that the NFC has been better than expected, particularly in the NFC East. It seems like the Dallas Cowboys miss Dan Quinn more than what they thought they did, because Dan Quinn has been a phenomenal head coach for the Washington Commanders. Of course, he used to be the defensive coordinator for the Dallas Cowboys, and their defense was lights out during the Dan Quinn years when he was the DC for that franchise. Now they are coached by Mike Zimmer, who is one of the worst defensive play callers that I have ever seen in the modern NFL. His defensive schemes don't work whatsoever, and obviously his rush defense is absolutely horrible. Their linebackers are some of the worst linebackers that I have ever seen in the NFL. Their run fits are absolutely horrible. They don't know how to stop the run. They don't know how to stop the pass. Their secondary is trash. Their pass rush is not good without Micah Parsons. And then, of course, you look at how their linebackers have been absolute garbage. Everything about the Cowboys defense has been terrible, and one has to wonder just how much did Dan Quinn cover the deficiencies of the Dallas Cowboys defense, because without Dan Quinn, the Cowboys defense looks absolutely garbage. Mike Zimmer needs to be fired as the defensive coordinator of the Dallas Cowboys, because he has not done a good job whatsoever. Matter of fact, he has done a horrible job coaching up the defense of the Dallas Cowboys. Mike McCarthy also needs to go as well. It's been year 5 for him, and he still hasn't produced good enough results against great teams. Are there moments where you can say Mike McCarthy is a solid head coach? Yes, but when it comes down to it, Mike McCarthy can't get the job done when it matters most. You're not winning a championship with Mike McCarthy as your head coach, at least in Dallas. Obviously, when you get blown out by 38 points on your 82nd birthday, that is a bad sign of things to come, and I don't see things getting better anytime soon for the Dallas Cowboys. The biggest victory that they can take this week is at least they have the bye this upcoming week, because if they didn't have the bye this week, they would absolutely get blown out again. It's not looking good for the Dallas Cowboys whatsoever. It's pretty clear Jerry Jones got embarrassed big time by the Lions yesterday. It was an absolute embarrassment to see as a sports fan, so that is why Jerry Jones should fire Mike McCarthy, even though I don't believe it will make a difference in the long term for the Dallas Cowboys. Remember, go ahead and subscribe to Sports Guy Talking, like the video, and please comment down below. If you guys do that, I may shout you guys out in my Instagram story every Monday. That will be for the @DustinNasTran Instagram account. Make sure to follow me on Instagram @DustinNasTran, and that's Sports Guy Talking. Also, go follow me on Twitter @DustinNasTran. Again, go ahead and do those things that I just told you guys to go do. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the content that was just produced. Peace out. I hope you enjoyed that video. Want more Sports Guy Talking, the home of great sports content? Make sure you click that subscribe button to get the latest from Sports Guy Talking. Go ahead and like the video, comment down below, check the description box on the video in order to follow my Instagram and Twitter. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from the YouTube channel Sports Guy Talking.